DreAllDay.com.
Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. It's a topic I want to speak on for all you ball players who are at any level, high school, college, pro, high school and college, let's say, but you aspire to ascending your career up to the college or professional level, depending on where you are right now. You got to understand that not everybody is going to get a chance to be the superstar player. Not everybody's going to be the James Harden or the LeBron or the Kobe or the Mike on the team that you play on. And if you're not willing to play a different role and you're not willing to do all those other quote-unquote little things that helps the team win a game, you might not be able to get a job. You might not be able to hold down a job once you get one if you're not willing to do that. Because what happened is a couple weeks ago, I watched a couple college basketball games. And I don't really watch college ball like that, but I saw a couple college games. I'm not going to say what team or what players, because I ain't going to call them out here on video, but there was a dude on one of the teams who was basically cooking the shit out of this other team, cooking the shit out of him. He had about 30 points. Then they played again. The same two teams played again, not a few days later, and the same dude had like 40-something points. And the first game, the team that gave up the points, they won. The second game, they lost. Dude had more points, and they beat him the second time. And I remember just watching that game, and I'm thinking to myself, because the players on the team, I asked, because I know somebody who knows some people who play on that team. I don't know the players, but I was like, do these players who gave up the 40 points, I'm like, these guys plan on playing professional ball? Like, all these dudes want to go play overseas, or they think they might go to the league, these players? And the guy said to me, yeah, these dudes all want to go play overseas. They want to go play pro. Some of them were seniors, so that's their next step, is to go play professional basketball. But they letting this dude score 35, 40 points on him. And I'm watching the game and it wasn't even a matter of skill. This is the thing that I want to make sure y'all get. Yes, the guy who had 35, 40 points, he was a good player. He's quick. He was driving to the hole. He was shooting jumpers. He's crossing people over. He has skills, obviously. The thing is, the people who were getting scored on, none of them seemed to want to take that matchup. None of them seemed to want to be like, you know what, fuck that. Dude ain't scoring 40 points on us again. Like, whether I got to put him on his ass, whether I got to face guard him so he can't get the ball, whether I'm just going to sacrifice all my offensive energy and just put all my energy in the D so this dude don't score points. Nobody took pride in that responsibility, and they was just giving up points. And this dude was just scoring on it. I'm like, yo, do any of these dudes got any sense of, like, any pride whatsoever? He's just dropping, giving y'all 40. Like, y'all not even there. And the thing is this. When you go overseas, if any of you plan on playing overseas, first of all, the game overseas is not like the game in the United States. It's not just wide open, get the ball, do whatever the fuck you want to do. I don't care how good you are. That's not the way the game is set up. It doesn't play that way. So even if you have the ability to do that, to score 30, the game's not set up for you to score 30. Like, if you score 10, 15 points, that's a great game in many European basketball leagues. There may be some leagues maybe that are not as high quality, you can just do whatever you want. But the higher quality leagues where the style of play is higher quality and your opponents and teammates will be better, the game is not set up like that, which means you might need to learn how to run and pick and roll, or be the guy who's spotting up or playing off the ball and just cutting off the ball. You ain't getting the ball like that to go one-on-one. Or you might need to be a lockdown defender. Or, and this is something that I was talking about with one of my mans the other day who had played overseas. You go overseas and you're the only American on your team, and the other team has one American, and that other guy outplays you, you won't have a job the next day. You won't make it to, if there's another game in 3 days, you won't be on the court for that next game in 3 days. They'll have replaced you with somebody else because you got outplayed by that other guy on the other team. And sometimes that might mean you just need to forget about your offensive game and do your defensive game. Or it might mean you need to forget about the fact that in college you got to just take the ball, do what you wanted, and score all the points. And over here you're going to have to kind of play off the ball. You're going to have to run pick and roll. You're going to have to make sure the ball gets passed around several times before you just try to go one-on-one. Or if you try to go one-on-one, you dribble more than 3 times, the coach is looking at you crazy like, what are you doing? Pulling you out the game because you're not playing the game plan. The whole point is this, like, if you're used to playing in like these summer pro-am leagues or some rec league or even college, depending on where you played and how your team was set up, you got to fit into a role. And those roles are probably going to be less than what you thought they were based on, I don't know, whatever you've seen on TV or what you think is like to play ball in Europe if you've never been there before. And if you can't adjust to that mentally, It's not even about your physical ability. Because look, if you can score 30, then I'm sure you can score 15, right? But it's not about whether you can actually physically do it. It's about, can you mentally accept that role and be happy in that role and be like successful and like productive in that role. Like, you want to be in that role. Is your energy, I'm happy to have this role where I'm averaging 12 points a game and 5 assists and 6 rebounds and my team is winning and this is just the style that we play. Can you be happy in that role? Because if the team senses that, let's say you average 30 in college, you go over there, you averaging 12. If the team senses that you're not happy with that position, with that role that you got to play, where you don't get to score all the points and just do what you want, even though you're physically capable of doing it, they don't let you do it. If they sense you're not happy in that role, they'll get rid of you just because of that. They're like, yo, you don't seem happy with this position. We want a player who's happy with their role, who wants to average 12 points a game, who wants to be the defensive stopper, who wants to be the guy who sets up the offense but doesn't get to shoot a lot. If you don't seem content with that position, they'll get rid of you just off of that. And trust me, I've seen it happen. So what I want all you ball players to just start mentally getting yourself ready for the fact that there's only one James Harden. There's only one T-Mac or Kobe or Steph Curry or whoever you think is somebody who would just do what they want. And even if you're that dude doing what you want in college or high school or in some fucking summer league right now, European ball ain't like that. And if you can't adjust to that, and you can't accept that, and you can't be happy and content in that position, they'll get rid of you. They'll run you out of there quick. Even if the team's winning. The team could be winning, you scoring, you doing your thing, but if they sense you're not happy, they'll get rid of you just off of because they feel that you feel you're not content with the spot that you got. That's the way it works. So don't say nobody never told you. No, yeah, I didn't say this. You didn't get my book, The Overseas Basketball Blueprint. Tells you exactly what you need to do. It's a guidebook. It tells you exactly what you need to know, what you need to do, and the next steps you need to take today for playing basketball overseas. If you haven't yet, or you want to further your career, go to balloverseas.com. The link should be down in the video description, but if it's not, it's balloverseas.com. You can remember that. Work on your game. Dre all day.